Folks, you can sit on your couch and fantasize about a new bicycle from now until eternity, and you'll never ever get a new bicycle. The only way you are ever going to get a new bicycle is to get off your butt and take itsy bitsy teeny weeny tiny bits of action and work for it. Folks, the law of attraction is broken. It broke it by removing action from it. Folks, the law of attraction works fine, but you got to start by coming up with your own plan first and start taking some action that points you towards your goal. The law of attraction will then inspire you to better and better actions along, but only if you keep moving. Folks, you take itsy bitsy teeny weeny tiny little steps, and the law of attraction will inspire you to big actions along the way. If you start setting goals for yourself and start taking itsy bitsy teeny weeny tiny little steps, just like I showed you, just the exact way I taught when I created the arrow. My first action was to profess my desire to find some way to connect with Mary. And what popped into my head? Why, a love potion. Inspiration from the law. And then I knew I needed to write her a love poem and call it a love potion. Kind of feels romantic to me. Slipping on Mickey is not my style and is against the law. Folks, the law of attraction and I have been working together for a very long time, so I tend to get moved where I want to go very quickly. You'll probably have to move a little slower, but with practice you'll get better and better and better as long as you keep moving. Remember, just keep moving. And John, that is why you are my hero. You helped to put the law of attraction at my back by putting that little ditty into my head. And that's why she repeated it 3 times. That's all it takes to put it in deep. And that's what gave me the power to destroy the devil. The devil was foreign to the universe, and the law of attraction wanted to destroy it just like everyone else. And the law of attraction is a itsy bitsy teeny weeny tiny bit more powerful than me. Okay, I may have understated that a smidgen. All I had to say was, I want to destroy the devil, and the law of attraction kept me right on target the whole way, no matter what the devil tried to do to me. I'd always end up moving in the exact way I needed to, because the law of attraction knew exactly how to inspire me to do so. I had to keep moving, and trust me, that was the hardest thing I have ever done in all my lives. It was the law of attraction that inspired me to say, thank you, and I intuitively knew what to do. That's how it works. Inspiration will hit you, and you will intuitively know what to do. You won't have to puzzle it out, you'll just know. By the way, would you like to know what the first words I learned to speak were? I want to kill the devil. Our mother upstairs provided me the guidance I needed to learn those words. And as soon as I spoke those words, the devil was on me. And I was 1.5 years old. And the devil was on me for 53 years, giving me everything he had. And it was the toughest fight I ever had, non-stop, every minute, every day for 53 years. And folks, of course it was a bluff. Our mother would never give someone that power, not even me. Pretty good one, even if I say so myself. Don't worry, Mom will make sure the wrong people don't see this. I'm kind of proud of that one. I too can be a sneaky little devil when I want to. Folks, my only superpower is just that I'm a really, really clever guy, that's all. I'm not a guy, don't get on your knees when you meet me, just shake my hand. That works best for me. Okay folks, if you'd like to practice with the law of attraction, start by professing the goal, I want to help Don as much as I can. And just start taking itsy bitsy teeny weeny tiny little steps by asking people you meet, have you seen the new cartoon Pinky and the Brain? And when inspiration comes, you'll know immediately that is the exact right next thing to do. And see what happens next. Help them a little and help yourself a little. I do love killing 2 birds with 1 stone. I love both. If you want to use law of attraction, if you want to help use the law of attraction, it'll amplify your efforts exponentially. The law loves as well, and it knows a good cause when it sees one. Okay, one more story. I would like to tell you how I got to be so smart. I like to set huge goals for myself, as you may have realized by now. And one day I decided I wanted to teach myself how to do the impossible. I decided that I wanted to find a way to give God the itsy bitsy teeny weeniest tiny bit of love. See, God is infinite, and I don't care how much intent you muster, you can't give God love because she is just too big for her to feel us. Teeny weeny tiny human beings. She appreciates the thought, but she feels nothing. I wanted to figure out a way for her to feel for the very first time in existence a bit of love. I knew even an infinitesimal small amount of love was all it would take. As try as I might, I could just not figure out how to do this. Finally, I realized in order to do this, I was going to have to get a whole lot smarter. So I went to God and I gave her permission to do what she had to do to help me achieve my goal of getting smarter, and that's what she did. I began to intellectually spar with God, non-stop, 24 hours a day, 365 years, for 3,000 years. That's just how tenacious I am. I will never, ever, ever give up. Period. Never. And I always find a way. Always. Then one day I drew a circle in the air in front of me, and at the very tippy top I put the impossible. And then I looked just as right where the possible began. But how to cross that tiny bit of space? Because by then I was smart enough to skinny right up next to the impossible. But how to go the distance? And then it hit me, random chance. In that instance, I created the possibility that you can do the impossible. The mere possibility is all it took to destroy the impossible. And that instant created the focus of balance between the two and allowed God to bring every human being into the exact focus of balance. At that moment, God experienced what love felt like for the very first time in history of the universe. I gave God some love. And that's why I'm your king, because I'm the only one she trusts with the job. The reason she allowed me to get so smart was because my goal was to give love. I strongly urge you to take a look at yourself and figure out when was the last time it was your goal to give some love. Folks, it is the excuse we all need to destroy the demon within. Going forward, you should make it a habit to make it your goal to give some love. You don't have to do it all the time. You can have other goals, but every once in a while you should set a goal to give some love. Food for thought, anyway. Folks, I have finally figured out who I am. I am love made manifest. It was not given to me, I earned it. The old-fashioned way. I worked for it. If you want something, you're going to have to earn it, period. There's no other way. Just like Graham did. And that is my gift of love to you, Graham. Yes, thank you for all your help and for being brave enough to go mano a mano with me. Folks, when someone does something nice for you, I want you to remember to say thank you. I want you to do whatever it takes to train yourself to always say thank you and never forget. Folks, we're all humans and we make mistakes. Sometimes you'll forget. But all I ask is that each and every time you forget, as soon as you realize it, you do something to try and get better and not make the same mistakes again. Folks, there are no punishments for forgetting, but if you make it your goal to never to forget, to say thank you, that's a pretty good gift of love in my book. I destroyed the impossible and gave God some love. I claim miracle number 1. By the way, folks, my name is Don. That's it, nothing else, just Don. I see no need for 2 names, but you are free to name yourself whatever you want and to change it as often you want. By the way, if you want to recreate yourself, a great way to start is to change your name. The name you choose should set the stage, like I did with David Icke. I set the stage by calling him the Dark Knight. It won't be long before everyone understands just how right you were. Good job and thank you. And that is my gift of love to you. Okay, let's take a break and end with an arrow. I love you, Mary. I love you, Mary. You give out such sweet, sweet goodies. I love you. And I love you puts us right back at the top. And it is a very nice way to say thank you. That's all, folks. Just an itsy bitsy teeny tiny bit closer. That's all.